Hey guys, Jordan here with Clearplan. We're going to be going over our Clearplan product demonstration today. A little bit behind Clearplan is that we're taking all of your open orders in RDN and we're mapping them in one place. You'll no longer have to build a run list, organize paper, or any of the time-consuming tasks we were previously having to do before using Clearplan. Clearplan runs on iconology. All of your new orders are automatically going to hit the map. All of your holds and closes will automatically come off the map, alleviating the worry for wrongful repo. We're taking a look at one of our test maps right now in the southeast market of Las Vegas, Nevada. You can see that we can turn on our zones, which are going to be drawn by you. The concept behind the zone is to have your agents or adjusters work a zone a day for contact. When we're actually going to our accounts, putting real updates in the system, this alleviates having to make updates on the fly, give those to our clients, etc. in the office. Agents appreciate this because they can finally see all of their work in one easy-to-use map. Also, a huge plus to Clearplan for all of the digital recognition network and/or DRN affiliates is that all of your LPR data will be on one easy-to-read map. For the sake of example, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the zones just so it looks a little bit easier to see. So let's take a look at these icons real quick, get a mental snapshot, and I'm going to take you over to our icon screen so you can see what each one of these things means. Whenever I click Clearplan on the upper left-hand corner here, it'll take me to our admin menu, and we'll go over to icons. So pay attention to the ones on the left. Don't worry about the ones on the right now. We're going to cover those custom icons. The first thing that you're going to notice here is that we have a POE that's new. And right under POE new, we have POE. So what's going on here with this is that anytime a new address hits any Clearplan map, we automatically map it as new. This is what prevents us from having to build that time-consuming run list every single night as an agent. When I run this POE, I'm going to type my update or say my update into my mobile device or machine and say, 5-story office complex, no unit spotted. When I hit check-in and save, it's going to record that I was there, send my update automatically to RDN, and then switch that from a POE that's new to a POE that has been run, the icon right underneath it. It will remain the icon underneath for the entire life cycle of the account, until that account holds or closes. Next is voluntary. Pretty simple. This is going to be a voluntary. It's going to come over like this automatically from RDN. Next is a priority. This can be selected by the agents in the field or the administrators in the office. If we have a good client or we're trying to hit some good end-of-month numbers, we can always mark these a priority. Confirmed. Confirmed is for the unit, not confirmed for the customer. This is actual steel on the ground, and I'll show you why that's important when we get to the map. Next is new. This is our moneymaker. This is going to be all of our new residential work. But just like that POE icon, this is automatically going to switch. So I'm going to have new, I'm going to type my update, single family home, 1-story, 2-car garage, no unit spotted, and it's automatically going to switch from new to an address that's been run. It will remain this blue reverse teardrop for the entire life cycle of the account, just like the POE. If I say that this address is bad, I can type an update into Clearplan, vacant, discount and save, and it will come off of my map for good. Next is one of the most awesome parts of Clearplan, is the fact that all of your LPR data will finally be able to overlap on the same map. Previous to Clearplan, we were having to email out all of our LPR data. It only had a shelf life of 48 hours before we emailed even more LPR data to our agents, and they just fell behind. We spend a lot of money acquiring this data. It should be on one easy-to-use map, and that's where Clearplan steps in. You can see this red camera. This is basically going to be any of your historical scans. So these are scans that belong to your agency that you have scanned for your accounts. And just like this new residential, once you've run that scan, that camera is going to go from red to blue, signifying it's no longer new. Again, guys, this is how we avoid building the run list because any new icon gets mapped. Advanced alerts. So an advanced alert is an LPR 2.0. These are coming through via email from Digital Recognition Network. We are going to now map these for you through our LPR feed. So you'll be able to accept this LPR hit and put it directly on your map. The cool part about the advanced alerts is if this has been picked up by another provider, it goes on hold or close and comes off the hot list. We automatically remove it off of your Clearplan, so you're not wasting your time. Next is impound and field visit. Looking at these icons on the right, guys, we give you the ability to create any custom icon that you want in Clearplan. You can give the icon a name, a description after you select it, save, and it will permanently save, easily selectable by the field or the administrators. I always recommend these 3 out of the gate: motorcycle, marine, specialty vehicle. I don't know how things are in your markets, but people aren't leaving Road Kings out for us to take at 3 in the morning. I typically want to run those, one and done them, and make contact on that first run. So now that we kind of understand what these icons look like, let's go ahead and go back to the map. One really cool thing is that when you're looking at Clearplan from either a mobile device or this desktop version, it's very, very similar, almost 100% the same. The only difference on the mobile version is this menu on the left-hand side will be a golf tee on the upper right that you'll press to get this entire menu. So one of the really cool things is that we're looking at the Southeast 1, 2, and 3 zones for this agent. As an administrator, if I want to come in here and see where he's ran previous, I can come in here and I can say, show me all the check-ins prior to. Now you're going to notice I can go back 10 days on this, but as I start to move this slide bar, the icons start to gray out. So in the last 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So you can see all that remains on this map is voluntaries, 1 new assignment that hasn't been run, but in the last 5 days and 6 hours, this agent has ran everything in his area. I can slide that back and take a look here. Also in this menu option, you can see the last time the agent was there for show number of last check-in and then show number of total check-ins. Although you can use these here, it's pretty easy to use them on the screen, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. Over on the left here, this is going to be our filter section. It does exactly what it sounds like. It gives you, the agent, the ability to filter down certain subsets of work and look. As an agent, I like to see everything, so my filters I run minimal, but we'll go over these in a second after we take a look at one of these icons here. One of the coolest parts of Clearplan is the snapshot you get of what's going on with an account. So when I hover over this, I can tell the address, type of unit, last 6, plate, the zone it falls in, and then this is really cool. I can see here, it has been open for 2 days, I've been there 1 time. Let me go ahead here and look at this one. This is a great example too. You'll see now, why do I have that 3rd number? It's because if you've run something in the last 24 hours, we won't give you this next number, which is days since last check-in. So you can see that this has been open for 12 days. I've checked into it 3 times. I've been there 3 times. And it's been 5 days since I was last there. Now I can come over here to details, and I can get what is a digital copy of that repossession assignment. So right here, I'll be able to put in an internal note. What an internal note is, guys, is it is the ability for you to communicate with your agents or for the agents to communicate with the administrators. So what will happen is if you put in I'll just throw in the word test here. Now, to give you an idea, instead of putting in test, maybe I would put, this is for mother-in-law's house. Ask for Jane. Save. And you'll notice that when I hover over this, nothing happens. When I hover over this, nothing happens. But now, that test note is in here. Again, this is just a great way to set a reminder or to give a little bit of a backstory as to what's going on with an address. This is totally private to the company. Put skip info in here, anything you want. Next is going to be update RDN. This is how you're going to update your clients directly from Clearplan. So your agents will be able to put an update in here, and then once they submit their update, it will go directly into RDN. You have the ability of whether you want it to be public or private to the client. So I can come in here and see single family home, 1 story, 2 car garage. When I hit check-in and save, it's going to say that, hey, I was there. It's going to go ahead and send my update over to RDN. Let's say that this address was bad. Although I would type a much better update than this, the house was vacant. If I hit discount and save, it's going to permanently remove this point off of Clearplan and shoot this update over to RDN. I'm hoping that you can kind of see what we're trying to do here with Clearplan now. When you hit discount and save, it removes a point off the map. All of your open orders exist on Clearplan. The point is that we're not trying to have our agents look at bad assignments, bad addresses. When they kill an address, it comes off the map and they're on to the next one. The only thing that should really remain on Clearplan is accounts we haven't made contact on or attempted contact on yet. Let's just say I want to change the icon. I find out that this is a motorcycle account. I can come over here and say it's a motorcycle. I can also go back to a unique reminder, urgent, whatever you want to do. I can mark it a priority. Totally up to you guys. So this is our check-in screen. This is where we're going to type our updates, give information to the client, or put an internal note in. History. So this is going to be the history on the assignment. You can see that it was ran 11 days ago, 8 days ago, and then 5 days ago. When you hover over it, we give you the actual time and date that you were there. If you click the RDN Updates tab, we give you all of the RDN updates on the assignment. All addresses. These are all of the addresses listed on the order. Any address that has a line through it is going to be an address that was once given to us by the client, but we have since ruled out in the field. We leave these addresses here, though, so if you're making contact at an alternate address and the person says, you know what? They actually do live at Harris Street in that apartment. When you make contact at Wagon Train, you can see, wow, we had that address. Let's go ahead and reactivate it. And then this is going to be our VIN decoder. You can click any one of these to get any sort of information you want on the vehicle. And if the unit is here, which we're all hoping for, we hit Recover Vehicle. Are you sure? Yes. And what that's going to do is close out every point in Clearplan in real time and then take you to the RDN screen to mark this unit recovered. And let's touch on that point really quick. Clearplan is a completely live system. Although it sounds really easy in concept, it was hard to build a fully functioning live logistics and management platform. So what does that mean? If I'm driving out here all the way to the south side of my map, and this point goes on hold or close, it's going to come off the map in real time. So there will be no point for even me to look at as an agent to type an update. When it closes, it comes off the map. In that moment, it's that simple. Let's look at some of these filters over here to the left, guys. First filter you see is you have the ability to filter by order date. This is more or less used by the administrators. As an agent, I want to see everything in the field, so I'm not going to use this a ton. And you can mix and match these filters. So if you want to say, hey, show me the last 3 months worth of one particular client's work, you can do that. Client is going to be a forwarding company, and lien holder is going to be by lien holder for that forwarding company. So for example, you could search a ARS Hyundai if you want in here. You can select 1 or 100, it doesn't really matter, and your filter combinations are endless. But we're looking at it from the agent's point of view. I'm not going to select any filter on the order date or by client. One really cool part is our filter by VIN. It's actually a lot more than filter by VIN. We all remember our assignments a little bit different. Some are very address heavy as far as how we remember something, and some agents are very collateral heavy. So essentially, however you remember addresses, you can search it easily right here in Clearplan. Type in USA Street, we'll pull up all the orders on USA Street. Type in Nissan Titan, every Titan that's open in this zone will come up. Filter by zones, I kind of snuck ahead here and already selected this to make it easy for viewing, but this is going to be, I want to see all of the work in this one particular area. So for example, we're looking at all of the work on the southeast zones, 1, 2, and 3. Now these are filters that you will use as an agent. We have all of this work out here, and maybe I want to simplify it a little bit. So let's just go ahead and build a map, if you will, that we're going to run at night. So I want to see home, alternate, and then I want to look at all my camera scans. Now notice I didn't select work, so I'm going to have no POE icons on my map. You see how much that calmed the noise down of that map? And then let me go by filter job icon. So this means filter by assignment type or custom icon. So show me all of my new jobs. So it looks like right now they only have a few vols and impounds. So show me all of my confirmed jobs. That's why this filter is so very powerful. This is going to be all of my confirmed work, so I'm no longer going to have to remember these. And then show me everything that I've only been to one time. This is all of my checked in only once work. These are all of my reruns from last night. So let's just say it was a slow night for this operator. Man, all I got were these vols that I'm going to secure the next day, right? Say, I want to see my confirms, and I want to see everything that I've only been to one time. You can't tell me that there's not 2 to 5 cars to secure there now, instead of having to go through all my paperwork or go through an old run list and build that again. Also, a really nice filter, show me everything that I haven't been to in 5 days. This is going to be for Sunday cleanup or anything that's outside of our compliance for contact. As you can see, this agent's totally on the ball, and he has been to everything in the last 5 days. So guys, now that we kind of went over the map here lightly, let's go ahead and look at some of our administrative options. So the first thing you're going to notice is this Approved Job Orders page. Let's click that. So DRN LPR. So this is what we were talking about with our advanced alerts. We have great video content on how to do advanced alerts, except historical scans as well. That's going to be in our Clearplan University. You can also look on our YouTube channel, and we have tons of content there as well. But let's take a look at this first advanced alert. We give you the ability to look at the advanced alert, confirm the plate. You can confirm the plate for each scan. We have 3 scans on this unit. And anytime I hover over it, it will take me to that location. And let's just say I don't like this scan. I don't have to put it on there. But I do like this scan. So I can get a satellite view of it too and verify it. That looks like it's an apartment complex. I like that scan. And this one is 6 months ago. Maybe that scan's too old. So you can see that I selected only 1 scan to go on the map. I hit save and map, and in real time it's going to drop. Again, I can take a look. I'm looking for a Forte. I can confirm the image here. Looks like it's an apartment complex 6 months ago. If I want to save and map that, I can by doing that. Notice that it took me through those, automatically one after the other, and when I'm done, I'm done. RDN addresses. This is a really cool feature of Clearplan. Every single address that goes into Clearplan automatically gets scrubbed by Google. So we've had it all happen to us. The client gives us the wrong address. They put a directional that's incorrect. Whatever the case may be, every single address that goes into your map gets scrubbed by Google. You'll have the ability to click it, and it looks like Google is having trouble finding this address that's a duplicate. And it looks like the client gave us it twice. So bad info. So I can come in here, I can undiscount it, find the correct address, or make the corrections I want, and then save job. Our job section, this is where you're going to view all of your open jobs. You can see the 5 representing that 5 approved job orders as well. This is just saying, hey, you have 5 things to do in here. Always make sure you zero this out at the end of the day. Plates. So you can actually purchase plates from Clearplan. We're one of the only providers that can actually vent to plate all 50 states, including New York, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. So we do have a quick YouTube tutorial up here on how to do the plate purchasing. You can put your plates on automatic or manual. The cool thing about our automatic feature is if that order closes out, but it gets reassigned right back to you, we won't charge you for the tag. We take the tag that we gave you from the last time and apply it to that new case. This happens if there's any reassignment done within 30 days. Reporting. One incredible part about Clearplan is our reporting, because everything is going to be 100% verified in here. So what does that mean? Any agent using Clearplan on a mobile device has to be within 1,000 yards of an address to perform an update. So we know that we're not getting any sort of BS updates or couch updates from our agents. So anytime I'm looking at my reporting, I'm getting a graphic representation of what's happening. So we did 270 check-ins, we discounted 93 addresses, and we recovered 36 cars. If I want to look at one agent's performance individual, I can do that right here. I can also come to this data table and say, show me everything that Brian did, show me everything that he discounted. These are what he discounted. Essentially, any sort of combination you want to search here in our reporting, you can on the data table. One really cool part about this data table too is it's completely exportable. So if you like to do your reporting in Excel, you can save it as a PDF. However you folks are doing your reporting, you can pull our reports in real time out of here and put them into your own system. I'll save you on the icons as we covered this. The only thing that I'd show you is on this upper right-hand corner here, you can download an icon guide to print up for your agents. So in the beginning, they can have that as a reference in the truck, but I promise after 2 or 3 days, they're going to get used to this. It's only a few system icons to remember. It's very easy moving forward. The team page. So adding a team member in Clearplan is super duper easy. We're going to simply click Add New Team Member, first and last name, email address, password, choosing their role. We talked about a mobile user earlier. You can have user, which can log in from a mobile device or a cell phone, or a mobile user only. So that agent has to log in, the agent or adjuster has to log in from a mobile device. And what that means is you're going to get that security of knowing that your agents were within 1,000 yards of an address before an update is performed. And then administrator. This is going to be anybody on the admin team in the office. You're going to assign a color for the reporting, and then you're going to put in their proper IDs for updates. The next tab that we're going to get to, one of our next tabs we're going to get to is our integrations tab, and we'll cover all of these here. So what does it look like once you put a team member in? It looks a little something like this. You get their email, get their role. You can see right here, these are all of their IDs that have been input. Now this means public, so these updates are actually going publicly to the client. But with a simple toggle switch, I can make them hidden. So if I no longer want his updates to go directly to client in RDN, one simple click and they'll actually be held in RDN. The office can go in, doctor them if they want, and then submit those and transfer them to the client. But we want them to be public because we want to save our office's time. Sitting there, typing updates, transferring updates, sit down, have a conversation with your agent. We need to use professional language, and we want these updates to go directly from field to the client, at least for our companies. But I really, really recommend that everyone does the same. It's a giant time waste typing updates, as we all know. This is where it gets really, really tricky on this team page. Let's select that same user and we can hit Edit Advanced Settings. So follow me here, guys. Zone assignment. Long gone are the days of agents seeing in each other's areas. Very few things, I'll say, have the cancerous effect on a company, like an agent that had a really slow week and an agent that had a busy week. So you're going to draw your zones or your agent's territories, right? And you're going to draw those agent territories, and then they can come in here. When I say they, I mean any administrator can come in here and select the zones that they want this particular agent to see. Icons. So what you're going to be able to do here is the same exact thing as we did with that zone selection. Now we can select the icons. If we don't want our agents to see new work during the day, that's a big problem that a lot of people have. Agents are running new assignments during the day when we have a ton of stuff to door knock. We have a ton of opens, and the office is drowning in typing updates on orders that are probably a door knock away from being resolved. You can come in here and say, I don't want him to see anything new. Hit save. And the coolest part about this, any change made in icons or zones, saving it will automatically log that user out. If they're logged in real time and they're forced to log back in, when they log back in, the changes you have made as an administrator take effect. So you're not going to have to change something in here. Call the agent, say, hey, will you do me a favor, log out so the changes I made just took effect. It's a real-time thing. They get logged out, they log in, and any changes are then made. Time assignment. So this user can access Clearplan at any time. If you want to say no, simply select your time zone. And then you can add the hours, Monday, from maybe 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. this person works, and this is the only time I want them to see Clearplan. In this case, we want him to view it at any time. Zones. One of the most powerful pages in all of Clearplan. This, once you folks have drawn your zones, you will get real-time numbers as to what is going on in each zone. So let's just look in this Northeast 1 zone here. You can see that they have 79 total addresses, 16 of which are new, 33 single check-ins, but 41 of these have not been seen in 5 days. So for me, that's a zone that we would want to get on top of before clients started calling and asking us, hey, what's going on? But if you look in Northeast 2, 67 total addresses, 5 are new, 12 singles, 0 have not been seen in 5 days, a 100% compliant zone. And the same thing for Northeast 3. We only have 10. There's going to be a little margin here and there. But if I had to guess where this agent was working next for contact, I would say it's Northeast 1. So if you remember in the beginning of the demo, you saw that we had that area drawn into 3 separate zones. It was one agent's whole coverage area. So at night, he's going to go through there, he or she is going to go through there and take cars like they normally would, but we can see for contact what zones are in trouble. So that's why taking that agent's area and drawing it into smaller zones is a lot easier, because instead of having all of these 3 numbers just added up, these 4 numbers added up and trying to guess where we were in trouble, we know that the Northeast 1 zone of the entire Northeast area is totally out of compliance and is going to become a problem for our office. So let's take a look at that zone in greater detail. What we're looking at here, guys, is this zone in a list format. So I can say, show me all of my invols by last check-in. So here we are, 11 days, 10 days, 8 days. We haven't been there in that much time. So let's start to select these. I can select 1 or 100, it doesn't matter. So I can select multiple icons, and I can come up here to actions, and I can change icon. So why is this cool? If I have a custom icon for door knock ASAP, I can come in here, select the icons that I want, I can change icon, and have all of those icons change in one zone. So in real time, those icons will change on my agent's map, and he knows, or he or she knows, what I need to get door knocked. I can also discount address. So let's just say that these are old aged accounts. Time has expired. It's a contingent client and we've run them 11 times. We're not going to go back. We can also come through here and clean up an entire zone as well. I can see what clients are in each zone, the agents that are assigned, icon count, and a data table. So if I want to do the same download of data out of each zone, I can do that right here. So all of your zones will be drawn out just like this. There's Northwest 3, also in trouble. 34 haven't been seen in 5 days. Let's see how the other Northwest zones look. They look good. So you can see day by day for contact only, this agent is going zone by zone and knocking them out. And that's just such a powerful tool of Clearplan and why it has become such a large operating system. In fact, the largest operating system for agents in the field today. Now we'll hit our client tab. This is going to be pretty much the same exact as our zone, but it's listed by client. A couple of cool things to point out. 114 total accounts with 144 total addresses. Let's just say this said 114 total accounts with 550 addresses. We would know that we are averaging 5 addresses per assignment for that client. Way too many. This is a great example of being able to monitor even the work that our clients are giving us. As agents, we're held to such a high standard. It's nice to be able to come back to the client and say, listen, we want to perform better for you, but you're drowning us in addresses. So 114 total accounts to 144 addresses, that's about an address per order. We'll take that. You can see how many haven't been seen in 5 days, how many are single check-ins, all the new addresses, and then your total address count. If you click any one of these, we will actually take you to all of these assignments on the map. The same goes for the zones page. Let's click a view client detail, and the same exact concept happens here. I can see by all assignments the last time we were there. So for example, I'm going to just select these, but there's going to be some other cool stuff here. Notice now you can see who the lien holder is. So what I can do here is I can say, you know what? I want to change icon, discount address, but these are the really cool parts. I want to change to contact or do not contact. So for those 5 points, if I said change to do not contact, when my agent taps that point on their mobile device or on the laptop, it will give them a audible do not contact with a large red do not contact banner on there. So we will avoid contact on certain clients. Let's just say I went through there and said, hey, we got a bunch of old stuff that we got to door knock and get taken care of. I can come in here and I can hit change to contact editor. And obviously the opposite's going to happen. They will be able to contact that customer, green banner that says please contact, audible out of the mobile device, please make contact. You can see all the icons from here and then the data table. Integrations. It's really easy to set up any of your integrations with Clearplan. This is an important step. So for example, if I wanted to set up an integration with this company, I would simply click get this now, and that's going to send a request over to our team and the third party. So in this case, let's say DRN, I would click that. It would send the request to Clearplan, to DRN, and we would get that integration fulfilled with you within 1 to 2 days. Settings. This is going to be all of the company settings. My settings, company billing, plates, police stations, logs, user location. You can look through any of these as you want. Another awesome part of Clearplan is that we built a huge knowledge base. So should you have any questions, you can come to our knowledge base and click that. And then pretty much one of the biggest wins for us was our Clearplan University series. So what we did, guys, is we built a Clearplan University for agents. We've put over 3,800 people through it as of this date. And we also built a Clearplan University for our admins. So if you have a new hire that you've put through the company, you can say, when in 1 hour video, that admin can sit down and know how to use Clearplan from start to finish. For agents that just recently get hired and don't know how to use Clearplan, I don't know how many more of those there could be, but if you happen to find one, in 39 minutes, any of your agents will know how to use Clearplan from start to finish. Also, customer service being at the forefront of what we're doing, we're available 24/7 via intercom. So you can come over here in this lower right-hand corner, click the message bubble. You can type a message to our team, and in real time, we'll respond back. You're not going to get some pre-canned response 2 days from now. That concludes our Clearplan demo today. We hope you enjoy the product. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of us. Thanks so much.